Hello, my name is Lauren Rausch and I'm in elementary art education. This is my work on sectional photography and it's based on artist David Hockney. David Hockney was born in England in 1937 and he's still alive. My favorite title of his work is Mother, and it's a sectional photographs put together that depicts his mother. Hockney was very influential in the pop art movement. Hockney is a painter, photographer, printmaker, and designer. He makes realistic and abstract work. He is known for painting Los Angeles scenes, such as swimming pools. His medium of choice, his mediums of choice are painting, printmaking, and photography. The subjects and themes he includes in his artwork are often reflects the LGBTQ community, as he's openly gay. Hockney also paints genre scenes, interior scenes, landscapes, LA scenes, and much more. My favorite quote from the artist is, "Just because you're cheeky doesn't mean that you're not serious." So the first question is, do you think you successfully recreated the image? I did successfully recreate the image of my boyfriend and dog on the couch. However, I did much more than simply recreating the landscape photograph. The technique of sectional photography enabled me to include myself in the photograph, as well as my presence and placement in the room. Additionally, it showed much more of the environment than a simple photograph would have, such as my other dog, Mitts, near my feet, the couch, walls, curtains, and carpet within my house. Secondly, does your composition show movement? The composition keeps the viewer's eyes by creating movement. The flow of the artwork causes the viewer's eyes to flow over the focal point, my boyfriend and dog on the couch, to the surroundings. The viewer's eyes trace around the room and catch at my other dog, Mitts, and flow to the person who took the photograph, myself. The technique allows for a fluid composition, and the repeated patterns of pictures layered on top one of each other create rhythm and movement. Thirdly, what are 3 things you learned? I'm really interested in the environment that can be created using this technique. Often, the artist is not included in the composition. The artist takes a place as a viewer and creates a composition devoid of their creator. However, with this technique, the presence of the artist can be included within the composition, creating a powerful dichotomy of the artist being both creator and subject. Additionally, I'm interested in the repeated motif of layering images on top of each other. I think it was a really interesting visual element that I learned. And lastly, I'm really interested in the abstract and kind of wonky environment I can create with this technique. Distorted. So lastly, how would you teach this to children? Although I like the idea of students taking pictures, printing them off, cutting them out, and gluing them to a piece of paper, I think using Photoshop allows for more creativity. Most students already have a one-to-one personal device like an iPad in most schools, or maybe a computer. A lot of students probably have the cell phones too. Students can use this device or a phone if they have one to take the photos. After, they can upload the photos, edit, crop, and transform them on a photo editor such as Adobe Photoshop. The inclusion of technology supports 21st century skills within the Iowa core standards, such as essential concept and/or skills, which demonstrate creative thinking in the design and development of innovative technology products and problem solving. So, lastly, evaluation of this work. Was this good craftsmanship used in gluing the photographs? I can't really answer that because I didn't glue it. However, I would argue that I did good craftsmanship in Photoshop. Photoshop really lended itself to this project. I had no complications and I could see how this could easily be transferred into a classroom with students. This would be a really good introductory project for students to get into Photoshop and learn some of the tools. Did I successfully recreate the image? Yes, I was very happy with how this turned out. Not only did I recreate the image of my boyfriend and dog, I also created a really compelling environment that included myself, the artist. Did I use 12 or more photographs? Absolutely I did, because I used 15. Did you use value and line in your project? The photos in the foreground and center of the artwork are of higher value and contrast. This supports the viewer's eyes with staying on the focal point of the artwork, which would be myself, my two dogs, my boyfriend. There's several horizontal lines and diagonal lines that create interest in this artwork, and that's caused by the shift in value of the photographs layered on top of each other. And that concludes my project 1. Thank you very much for listening.